Hey everybody, this is PJ Riley from Lancaster Archery outside the Lancaster Archery Supply Pro Shop on our outdoor range here. I'm going to bring you two new bows today from PSE. We have the PSE Evolve 31 and the PSE Carbon Air 34. Both new, just came out from PSE. They're two different bows, but they share one thing in common, and that is PSE's brand new Evolve cam system. This is an innovative new cam from PSE. We think archers are really going to like it when they start shooting it. Biggest thing you're going to want to know about the Evolve cam system is 90% let off. We haven't really seen that in the archery world, but yes, this cam is capable of 90% let off. It's actually adjustable from 80 to 85 to 90%. There is just a sliding bracket here that you can adjust yourself at home with just an Allen wrench to get between the three let-offs, 80, 85, 90%. The 90% though is just holds great at that back wall. You could stand there all day holding that, holding it at full draw. Something else about this cam that's pretty unique is it's a binary quad track cam. Now, one of the ongoing issues with large cams like this is cam lean. The way PSE connects the cables to this cam is pretty unique. Normally you'd see a cable coming up, and with split yokes they'd go to the outside of each of the limbs. Instead, PSE comes up with its cable and it splits, and then each end wraps around a wheel on the cam itself. What that does is it holds it in place so you don't have to worry about cam lean. It's a totally adjustable draw length. On this Evolve 31 here, you've got draw lengths available from 24.5 to 30 inches. It's in half-inch increments that you can adjust simply by rotating this mod. And one of the nice things about that is the draw stop is actually built into the mod. So where before, when you had an adjustable draw length mod, you would have to adjust that mod, move it back and forth, and then you'd have to separately move the draw stop to match where you have it, have your draw length set. And this one, draw stop is built into the mod, so as you rotate it, your draw stop is set. As I said, this is the Evolve 31. This is a 31-inch axle to axle. PSE also has an Evolve 35. We don't have that one here, but that's going to be 35 inches axle to axles. It's going to look the same, just longer axle to axle. And brace height on this is 6¼ inches. It's capable of speeds, IBO rating up to 346. So this is a real speed burner of a bow. One of the new, it's got PSE's standard wedge lock system for its limbs, holds those limbs in there nice and tight, so you don't have to worry about lateral knock movement, holds it in place there. Just a real nice shooting bow. It draws smooth, it releases nice. For a bow that's rated to 346 feet per second, this is a real smooth drawing and release bow. You just don't have that harsh draw cycle and harsh release. This is a real smooth one. So, switching over to the Carbon Air. PSE introduced the Carbon Air last year. This riser is the same as last year's. It's a single piece of carbon, not unlike some other carbon bows where it's individual pieces melded together. This is one piece of carbon filled with a proprietary material that helps deaden vibration and noise. As you said, it's a little bit longer axle to axle this year. This one's 34 inches. They still have a 32-inch version, but this one is 34. And it includes, obviously, the new Evolve cam system. The PSE Carbon Air 34 is adjustable in its draw length from 25.5 to 31.5 inches. So you long draw archers, you're going to be able to get a little more out of this bow. Brace height is 6¾ inches, and it has an IBO rating up to 336 feet per second. Now, interestingly, with the Evolve cam, for those of you archers who like a little more holding weight at the back wall, let's say you don't like that 90%, you can get an aftermarket piece to go on your cam so that you can have your let-off adjustment from 65, 70, 75%. It would just fit right where that let-off screw goes, and you can adjust between those let-offs. Carbon bow, obviously it's super light, 3.6 pound mass weight. That's going to be real nice for carrying through the woods and the mountains. Last year, the Carbon Air had a cable slide. It was a Teflon sleeve that went over the cable rod, and the cable slid through that. They've changed that this year to give you a roller glide system. So the cable now goes through these rollers. That's going to make it much more smooth at the draw. You're not going to have the little skips that you could sometimes get with a cable slide. And the good thing for those of you who bought the Carbon Air last year, you can get this roller glide system as an aftermarket part to put on your bow. It will fit last year's Carbon Air, so you can retrofit that and you can get the benefits of this new roller glide system. That's the PSE 2017, the Carbon Air and the Evolve. Really great bows that we're excited to have here at Lancaster Archery. If you got any questions, you can check us out at lancasterarchery.com.